third WHO Global Patient Safety Challenge, Medication Without Harm, will propose solutions to address many of the obstacles the world faces today to ensure the safety of medication practices. WHO's goal is to achieve widespread engagement and commitment of WHO member states and professional bodies around the world to reducing the harm associated with medication. Unsafe medication practices and medication errors are a leading cause of injury and avoidable harm in healthcare systems across the world. Globally, the cost associated with medication errors has been estimated at $42 billion United States dollars annually. According to Malaysia Patient Safety Goals Annual Report in year 2020, the actual medication error in Malaysia has been recorded at 3,091 cases, whereas for near-missed error, 124,679 cases has been recorded. Medication Without Harm aims to reduce severe avoidable medication-related harm by 50% globally in the next 5 years. It was formally launched at the second Global Ministerial Patient Safety Summit in Bonn, Germany on 29 March 2017. There are three main principles that are developed to enhance medication safety. Firstly, know. Then, check. And finally, ask. The strategic framework of the Global Patient Safety Challenge depicts the four domains of the challenge: patients and the public, healthcare professionals, medicines and systems, and practices of medication. The framework describes each domain through four subdomains. The three key action areas, namely polypharmacy, high-risk situations and transitions of care, are relevant in each domain and thus form an inner circle. Patients and the public are not always medication-wise. They are too often made to be passive recipients of medicines and not informed and empowered to play their part in making the process of medication safer. By applying know, check and ask principles to the domains and subdomains on patients and the public, make sure the patient or public know what medication they are taking, always check and understand the label. And finally, ask prescriber or pharmacist if you have any queries. For healthcare professionals, before you prescribe or administer, know your patient. Always check patient identity and medication information. And ask other staff, superior and pharmacists, if you are unsure. Under system and practices of medication, know your patient and their medication before dispensing. Double check to make sure that right medication to the right patient, at right dose and time, through right administration route. And finally, ask patient if they can understand, before leaving, and monitor adverse drug reactions, allergy reactions and efficacy of the medications. For medicinal product, always make sure you know well about the product before you dispense it. Check the product so that it is always in good condition before dispensing. Ask other colleagues if you have doubt on the product. Strategic framework lays out three key action areas for medication safety promotion, namely, high-risk situations, polypharmacy, and transition of cares. Understanding the situations where the evidence shows there is higher risk of harm from particular medicines is key to this challenge. The standardization of policies, procedures, and protocols is critical to polypharmacy. This applies from initial prescribing practices to regular medication reviews. And finally, extra precautions needed as transitions of care increase the possibility of communication errors, which can lead to serious medication errors.
Tanggungjawab saya.
பாதுகாப்பான மருத்துவம் எனது பொறுப்பு.
Keselamatan pengubatan tanggungjawab saya.
药物安全我的责任。Medication safety my responsibility.
Medication safety my responsibility.
Medication safety my responsibility.
Medication safety is my responsibility. 药物安全我的责任。Medication safety my responsibility.
Medication safety, ours responsibility.